What's going on, guys? It's early Saturday morning. I decided I'm gonna tackle these spark plugs. Hopefully I'll find out the issue we were having last time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you haven't seen my last video. And you're probably not subscribed, so you're slacking. Get on that. Go ahead and go watch that and subscribe and all that good stuff, and then come back. But we're gonna tackle these plugs. Shouldn't be too bad. Done it a couple times. A little bit of a pain on these trucks because they shoehorn the motor so far underneath the damn firewall. The plugs are way back there. And that's why you need all these swivels and extensions and bullshit. But it shouldn't be too bad. So hopefully we pull the plugs and find something, so at least we know what the hell's going on. Maybe we'll make a couple more test hits today and see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dive right in and get started. No sense in messing around. So we got all the passenger side plugs out. Wasn't too bad. It's going to be the hardest side because the driver's side's a piece of cake with no EGR. A lot of less stuff in the way. But got our plugs, and the very back plug looks to be the issue. The strap melted right off of there. The other plugs look good. Just the one back plug. But that'll definitely cause what was going on. Kind of figured it was a spark plug issue. Hopefully there's no more like that. But we're going to go ahead and knock out the driver's side. Put you on another time lapse so it goes a little quicker. But there's definitely a lot less stuff on the way over here, so it shouldn't be too bad. And once we get that knocked out, I'll come back to you and we'll put the new plugs in. So let's dive right back into it. Got the driver's side plugs out. None of those seem to have the issue, it's just the one. So we're going to put them all back in. Be sure you put anti-seize on all your plugs before you put them in, especially on this block. For some reason they have a habit of sealing, being a bitch to get off. Check the gap, put them all back in. And that definitely should fix our issue. Dive right back in. Alright, so we got all the plugs in there, good to go. Now we're going to do a quick oil change. Whenever something goes wrong, I like to do an oil change just for cheap insurance, peace of mind, whatever you want to call it. Like some fresh oil in there. You can also kind of analyze the oil, see if there's any flakes or anything in there. Highly doubt it did any damage, but just something I like to do. Very picky. So we're going to come back to you when the oil's all done. Not going to film that. And then we can get to some idling, some warming up, a little test drive, test hit, see how she runs. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. So we got the oil all changed, and I started cleaning stuff up under the engine bay and noticed that my filter was super grody. Right there. I've seen worse, but pretty nasty. It's all caked in there. You can't really see it on camera, but we went up to the store and get us a new one. But while the filter was out, I figured I would explain something. I get a lot of questions on my scoop that I did to the fog light. What that does, it goes up into the engine bay, and in the bottom of the JLF filter box, you can see right there, they welded a flange on there. So it actually is fully functional. Feeds an inrush of nice fresh air right to the bottom of the filter. You can see the tube goes down, and they give you a bracket that you can mount, I guess, underneath the heat exchanger or up in the grill. I used to have it up in the grill, but I went ahead and did this little custom fog light doohickey deal. I like it. I don't know. It's kind of tacky and ricer, but I think it's cool. Mounts right to the fog light and goes right up into the box. Well, I always get questions on that, if it's actually functional and where it goes, and if it just lays up in the engine bay somewhere. That's how it works. Mounts right to the bottom of the box using a regular, regular band clamp. Feeds it all the nice fresh air. So, anyways, we're gonna run up to the store and get a filter, put that sucker on, and we should be good to go. So the air filter's on. Oil's changed, plugs are changed. It should have been good to go if we didn't have this problem. Now when you start the truck, it blows white smoke and is eating coolant. So I'm thinking we lifted the head or blew the head gasket, and that would be caused due to the detonation that was also burning up the plugs. So I'm not real happy about that. So we are going to be on hold for a little bit. I made an appointment to get it into my shop that I use, Mastiff Performance. We're going to use them to, we're going to pull the heads, take a look at them, see what needs to be fixed, if anything on the heads. Hopefully it just lifted the head and didn't damage any valves or anything. But we'll probably have them resurfaced, maybe remachined depending how they look. Fix any valves or anything that may be bent, hopefully not. But so that's the next endeavor that we gotta now deal with. Detonation can be caused from a couple things, but the main cause of detonation is too much timing. So come to find out, we were having too much timing in our tune, mixed with the cold weather and more boost, causes detonation. So that's what was eating the plugs. It also causes lifted heads or the head gasket to fail. It's definitely not a good situation. So now we'll be on hold for a little bit with this guy so we can get that all squared away. Should be kind of soon. Try to do it as quick as we can, get the videos back up and running. But so yeah, now we're on hold with that. I guess we're gonna go ahead and continue on with the Eclipse project. It might be a little slow going because it's not going to be cheap to have the heads pulled and all that shit done. We're going to go ahead and get ARP head studs while we're at it, and maybe do a couple other things while the heads are off, but it's definitely going to be a little bit of money. So both projects are going to kind of slow down, but we can still tinker with the Eclipse and do some cheap mods, you know, easy stuff, just to keep the videos going for now. But it's definitely gonna be slowing down a little bit because it's definitely unexpected, kind of shitty, but shit happens, especially when you have, you know, a modded race car, race truck, project car, whatever you want to call it. Nothing ever goes according to plan, so definitely a big speed bump, but we'll get over it, figure it out and get it fixed. I'll definitely do some videos when the heads are pulled, show you guys how they look and keep you guys updated on what's going on and what we're doing and ordering and the whole process of that. So make sure you stay tuned, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more. So definitely more to come. It's just gonna slow down a little bit so we can get some money and things squared away. But I'll definitely keep you guys up to date, so make sure you stay tuned. Anyways, see ya.